ElectraCast.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Welcome to NASA Daily, where we bring you all of NASA's previous day's proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you NASA's activities for May 20th, 2026.
Here's a quick tour of what NASA has been sharing lately, from the practical work of getting astronauts home to the far-out physics of exploding stars, and even a close look at fire damage on Earth and wind patterns on Mars. First, in NASA's Artemis program, the agency is spotlighting Tim Goddard in its I Am Artemis series. Goddard's job is tied to a moment that does not always get as much attention as launch day, but it is just as important: recovering the Orion spacecraft after it splashes down in the ocean. The work is about planning and coordination, making sure the right teams, procedures, and equipment are in place so the spacecraft can be secured and the crew and vehicle can be brought home safely. It is a reminder that human spaceflight does not end when a capsule hits the water. A lot of the mission's success depends on what happens next. Next, NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope is taking aim at a big question in astrophysics. What powers supercharged supernovae, the kind of stellar explosions that can shine brighter and for longer than typical supernova? NASA's article describes research suggesting that, in at least some cases, the extra energy may come from a magnetar. A magnetar is an extremely magnetized neutron star, formed in the collapse that triggers the explosion. The idea is that if the newborn magnetar is spinning, it can inject energy into the expanding debris, acting like a central engine that boosts the supernova's overall output. Observations in gamma rays from the Fermi mission are part of how scientists test whether this magnetar-powered explanation matches what is seen. Back on Earth, NASA Earth Observatory reports on a wildfire that charred Santa Rosa Island, part of California's Channel Islands National Park. Using satellite imagery, the report documents the fire and the burn scar left behind, showing the extent of damage across the southern part of the island. It is also a clear example of the role Earth-observing satellites play, tracking active fires from space and mapping where the impacts are unfolding. And then there is Mars, where NASA's Psyche mission shared 2 photojournal images taken during the spacecraft's close approach for a gravity assist. Both images come from Psyche's multispectral imager. One is an enhanced color view of Huygens crater, a large double-ring impact crater. The other image focuses on wind-formed streaks around impact craters in the Syrtis Major region, features shaped as Martian winds move material across the surface over time. Together, the images show how a spacecraft headed toward its main destination can still deliver sharp planetary observations during a flyby. So, across these updates, you get a nice snapshot of NASA's range, the hands-on work of spacecraft recovery, high-energy clues about extreme supernovae, satellites monitoring wildfire impacts on Earth, and a passing spacecraft still finding time to send back striking views of Mars. Those were the key activities for NASA on May 20th, 2026.
Subscribe to receive daily or rate and review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to NASA Daily. This has been an ElectraCast media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Nick Mrla. Music by Amir Isaleh and Peter Rafelson.
ElectraCast.